All right, here we are, day 2, solving more linear equations, right? So we're just going to do some more practice with fractions and decimals because those always seem the most scary, but they're exactly the same as whole numbers. You know how to add and subtract and multiply and divide fractions and decimals. You can't forget. It's going to keep coming back, so we're going to keep practicing with it, right? So let's look at this first example. If you have to solve for x, the first thing we want to do is get rid of this extra plus 2. So what's the opposite of adding 2? Subtracting 2. And I have to do it to both sides. So that goes to 0, which is what we want, right? When we're adding or subtracting, we want the answer to come to 0. And if we're multiplying or dividing, we want that thing to come to 1. Okay, so now 1 minus 2, can't forget negative numbers, that's negative 1. So what's left over here? 1/2 x. That's gone, perfect. What's left here? Negative 1. All right, now I need to get rid of this 1/2. So what is the opposite of multiplying by 1/2? Well, that's dividing by 1/2. So I have to divide both sides by 1/2. 1/2 divided by 1/2 is 1, which is what we want because we just want an x over there. And now I got to do my little work to the side and figure out what in the world negative 1 divided by 1/2 is. So first thing is you can remember, hopefully, that you can write negative 1 as negative 1 over 1. And then we change division to multiplication, and then we flip the second one over. Keep, change, flip. Remember that? We did that in the last video. So negative times a positive, I know I'm going to get a negative. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. What's negative 2 over 1? Just negative 2. So I've just figured out that x has to be negative 2. Let's plug it in and check. 1/2 times negative 2 plus 2 equals 1. Well, what's half of negative 2? Half of negative 2 is negative 1. Negative 1 plus 2 is, yep, that equals 1. It works. Okay, what if you had a decimal? You can handle the decimal, trust me. So this one says 0.1 r, or 1/10 r, minus 1 equals 0.65, or 65 hundredths. So we need to solve for r. So the first thing we do is get rid of this minus 1. Well, I know if I add 1, I get 0, and that's my goal here. It's gone. Okay, 1 plus 0.65. Hopefully you guys can see that that's just 1.65, right? So now what do I have left? I have 0.1r equals 1.65. Okay, now to solve for r, I need to get rid of this 0.1. What is the opposite of multiplying by 0.1? Well, we have to divide by 0.1. The inverse operation. That goes away. We just have r over here. Now I'm figuring this out. I'm figuring out 1.65 divided by 0.1. So what is 1/10 of 1 point? How many 0.1s are in 1.65? So let's do that. For this part, I'm going to let us cheat and use a calculator. And you can do this too. If you get stuck on your decimals, you can use a calculator to check, but you should really try it on your own and see. There's 16.5. Right? 16.5. R is 16.5. Because what does it mean when you divide by 0.1? You're just moving the decimal over 1. Okay, so that's some practice with fractions and decimals. You guys are going to practice a little bit more today. See you next time. Short video. It's under 4 minutes. I'm so proud of myself. Bye.